You guys, it's Shamira, aka Mimi. This is going to be a serious talk today, okay, you guys? So it is a Wild and Free Wednesday. This is pre-recorded, of course. I do have my son home with me, so you may hear a little bit of noise, okay? I hope you guys can hear me well. I did check my mic before I started, but I'm definitely going to get into this topic, okay? So this is for my people who are having issues with love. They're having issues with connection. What is your definition of real intimacy? What is your definition of real connection? If you guys are in relationships right now, or you guys are struggling in your relationships, struggling to really connect with other people, ask yourself why. Is it because of you guys, or is it because of the other people that you guys are attracted or choosing to entertain? Okay. In my opinion, I do feel like in society today, everyone is looking out for themselves. They always talk about practicing self-love. You can love yourself, but you do not have to destroy another person or harm another person, hurt another person, or disregard another person, okay? Just to love on yourself, okay? Self-love does not have to take away from everyone else or anything else, okay? That self-love should radiate from the inside out, and other people should be able to feel it, okay? So this could be towards romantic connections or just connection with humans overall, okay? But I do feel like in today's society, everyone wants to really get to know a person. I wouldn't really say get to know a person. They really want to attach themselves to a person based on their ideal of that person, okay? Or their fantasy of that person, and not truly get to know a person. So they kind of in some way not truly connect with that person, and the intimacy kind of struggles, okay? So I've noticed that even in my own personal dating life, I had a lot of issues with like when I try to connect with people on an intimate level. I would ask them certain things, and as far as really getting to know them, but I felt like I would never get that in return, okay? So some of you guys could be surrounded with people who in some way they expect you guys to put in all the effort and give them attention, but they're not willing to give that back in return, okay? One of my biggest pet peeves in really connecting with other people is getting to know different layers to them. I do understand that we are humans. We are in some way complex by nature, okay? We are not just our face value. We're not who we present ourselves to be on the first impression. There is always different sides, different layers to unraveling who we are as a person, okay? Some of us know who we are from the inside out, and there's still more to be explored, and others of us just, we haven't got there yet, okay? So if you guys are having issues in your intimate relationships right now, as far as other people putting in the time and effort to get to know you, like really asking you guys questions, specifically if you guys are like dating or going on friend dates, okay? Because I love friend dates. I love to get to connect with other people, to try to vet them out, to see if they will be a great candidate to be one of my friends in my life. Because why live this life without feeling like, yeah, lovers, okay? The lovers, why live this life if you can't connect with other people, or why have other people around if you guys you can't open up and connect with those people, okay? What is the purpose of us all being here if we're not going to help each other, we're not going to connect with each other, we're not going to be of some use, okay? So like I said, my biggest issue when it comes to dating is the back and forth, sometimes the wishy-washy, some people not being upfront and honest about what they want, and or some people coming to others, pretend to be someone that they're not, or putting on their best face, okay, being on their best behavior and not really showing different sides of their personality due to fear of being judged or being rejected, okay, and not accepted, okay? So they can sometimes come off a little fake, okay? I don't know why I was thinking about that with the lovers of this Gemini energy, that wishy-washy, flaky type of energy, the hot and cold, even though this isn't in reverse. Some of you guys could be having issues with intimacy and connection when it comes to your romantic relationships, okay? And I definitely feel you on that note, okay? I definitely understand what you guys are going through. I want you guys to definitely free yourself from those type of connections, because if people aren't coming to you authentically, they aren't coming to you correct and direct. um, Definitely take yourself out of that, relieve yourself of their energy, and let them know, this is not what I'm looking for. This is not what I need in my life. I'm looking for real intimacy, and sometimes real intimacy, it requires for a person to be authentically themselves, whether or not they feel like they're going to be judged or rejected or accepted. Okay, definitely come as yourself. My biggest thing when it comes to connecting with new friends and stuff like that is me asking them certain questions and really trying to get to know them, and they look at it as me uh, basically prying, or they feel uncomfortable. They're like, why are you asking me that? And they kind of back away, almost like I'm attacking them. Okay, they're not comfortable with who they are and with me. And I tell every single person this, whether I'm dating them or whether I'm friends with them. If you're going to step into my world, you have to understand I live this life. This is authentically me. I'm a curious person by nature. I'm going to jump into my curiosity. And sometimes if I really want to get to know the person I'm dealing with, I ask hella questions, okay? Hella questions. So, yeah. So some of you guys may also have a Mercury in Gemini or even Virgo. Okay, you guys are definitely Mercurial. You guys are that person who loves to think. And me, I do have I have a thing of overthinking. Okay, I really want to get to know people. Okay, I'm into the psychology and the understanding of the workings of the mind, the human mind, and how it works. Okay, what make people tick. So sometimes, like I said, me asking my lovers, okay, my friends and stuff, questions is definitely due to curiosity and not to pry or to judge them. Okay, and I will straight let them know. Naturally, I'm a teacher by heart. So, in order for me to learn, in order for me to teach people things, I must learn things myself. So, how could I possibly learn them if I'm not being, given the opportunity to learn those things? I'm definitely a teachable person, and I'm also, like I said, a natural teacher. Okay, so in order for me to understand who I'm dealing with, who I'm talking to, hell yeah, I ask questions. And if you guys are like that, cerebral like me, mercurial like me, you're definitely going to ask questions, okay? And like I said, it's not to pry or to judge, but it's to definitely understand what people are going through, okay? Who that person is at the moment, and who they're inspiring to be, okay? Because like I said, people have different layers, different energies about themselves, okay? Different stages and phases they go through, that they have to be, different masks they have to wear in different stages and phases of their life. So what I'm seeing right there and there may not be who they're going to be in 5 years, 2 years, 2 weeks, 2 months. Or who I'm seeing right then and there is probably not who they were back then, okay? So I think that's a big thing when it comes to getting to know other people, really connecting with other people, building that intimacy with other people, is that stage and that phase when you guys ask questions, okay? Putting that effort to understand and comprehend the workings of their being, not only their emotions but their mind. Like I said, their essence. And I do that, okay? I have a big habit of doing that. And I've been having issues with that. So, and it's not like out the way questions or stuff like that, but it's definitely, like I said, due to curiosity. I know when something is too far, so I try not to get too personal. But if I'm asking questions about like childhood and why people have issues with connecting with other people, like they're basic questions, stuff like that. Like, so if you guys are asking basic questions, you guys are getting a reaction of people pulling away or feeling uncomfortable, is because they don't feel comfortable with themselves. They aren't comfortable with certain depths, okay, about themselves, or certain levels about themselves. And it is true that people cannot understand you. They only understand you as deeply as they understand themselves. So some people have not reached that depth within themselves to actually give you an answer. So when you guys ask questions like that, or try to go a little deep and become a little close and build that intimacy, that authenticity, they're not comfortable. Okay. So if any of you guys are having that issue when it comes to connecting with different people, friends, okay, and specifically lovers, if you guys are facing that in your relationships, getting that push pull, okay, that flakiness from other people not really wanting to open up to you, that is why. Okay. So try not to feel bad, try not to beat yourself up, and always be yourself. Do not hold yourself back, or do not dim yourself. Okay, dim your light, dim your shine, dim your curiosity, because other people have been pulling away from you because they're not ready to face certain things about themselves. Leave them to it. Give them grace. Let them go in peace. Okay. And these days, I'm not going to sit here and lie. Free yourself from connections from people who make you want to prove your worth. Okay, prove yourself, and chase them. Okay, you should not be out here chasing people. If people do not want to meet you halfway in connections, they do not really want to get to understand you. If you guys are asking all the questions, they're not putting in the effort to ask you any questions, then they're not interested. Okay, and I'm not saying they're not interested in you because you're a shitty person, you're boring, or you're a bad person. It's because, like I said, sometimes you have to understand in life that people are not ready to meet you because they haven't met themselves. Okay. And I have to definitely say this, because going into relationships, a lot of people, like I said, they're on the self-love journey where they are still in the phase of healing. Okay, so they may sometimes have a habit of projecting certain things onto other people. Okay, sometimes projecting ideas of other people. They love the idea of the person, they love the image of the person, but when they get to know the person, they sometimes in some way judge that person harshly. Like, oh, you're not who I thought you were. And specifically if you guys show any type of human flaw or human emotions, because when they see your flaws, when they see your emotions, and they feel uncomfortable with those emotions within themselves, they haven't confronted those emotions within themselves, they're going to reject it in you. Okay, so this is definitely for someone. I do not want you guys to question yourself, or to isolate yourself, or look at yourself in a negative way because you are being authentic. You guys are showing up authentically to a person, and they can't cope with the idea not matching, the idea of you, the image of you not matching the reality of you. Okay, so, and I definitely had to learn that growing up, and also as life goes on, I face this issue in my own relationships. Okay, sometimes people not accepting me for who I am, because sometimes, like I said, I'm a really cerebral person. Sometimes I can be a little awkward. Okay, socially awkward, or I may ask certain questions that people just aren't ready at that time. Okay, they're caught off guard, they're not ready at the time to face the answer, so they have no answer to give me, so they feel really uncomfortable, and they kind of get mad at me. Okay, and pull themselves away, and I used to internalize that a lot. So I do not internalize that, like right now. I don't do it now, but I kind of understand why they did it. Okay, after years of analyzing and really understanding human nature. Okay, the workings of people's minds, the psychology of people's minds. I understood that, and I don't do that anymore. I just, like I said, I give them grace and I let them be, and that's what you guys should be doing. Okay, so I saw this picture, and I might put it as a thumbnail. Okay, one day you'll meet a person who is tired of playing games. Okay, if you guys are dating in the dating scene and dating world, okay, just know that make sure you guys are actually having an open mind, and actually knowing the person and seeing the reality of the person, and not going into situations and connections looking to build intimacy off of your own projections or your ideals of what that person could be, not who they actually are. I want you guys to keep an open mind on accepting that person. Are you able to accept who they are in reality? Or do you want to hold on tight to the image of that person? Because it's definitely gonna, once you guys like really focus on that, it will eliminate a lot of drama and heartache and disappointment and what you guys are looking for when it comes to dating. Okay, be honest, be yourself, be authentic. If you guys do not want to play the games, if you guys see people are playing games, they want you to chase them, that push pull shit, let it go. Give them grace. Okay, because you guys deserve to be loved. You guys deserve so much more than what you guys are getting from people. And once you guys know who you are, you will not fall victim to entertaining those type of energies. Okay, you guys will just have enough discernment to know when to cut something off, or when something is not, going where you need it to go. Okay, of course, like I said, have your standards. Be flexible if you feel like you need to be. Be open minded. Okay, but um, don't look for definite things. Okay, because nothing in life is definite. Okay, it's always a likelihood for things to change up when it comes to humans. Okay, because we are complex by nature and we're unpredictable, so you never know what you're gonna get. Okay, and that's all I want to say. And I do want to wish you guys the best of luck in your dating world. Okay, on the dating scene, and your dating love life, your dating love life, and your love life. Okay, that's what I meant to say. I was looking at the lovers, and this is a perfect card that had came out, because it definitely tied into what I was saying. Okay, the message of today: free yourself. Okay, free yourself from the projections, from the ideals. Okay, of who people are. Okay, and really start to be a little more open-minded and accepting of the reality of those people, to build healthier connections, stronger bonds, realistic bonds. Okay, and intimacy, because you guys, everyone definitely deserves that. Okay, so thank you guys so much for vibing with me and for watching, and have a beautiful wild and free Wednesday, and I definitely will see you guys next time. Bye.